Do it. Let's go.
It's live.
Let's do it,
Oh,
boys.
let's have some taco.
Oh my god. Tacos!
Woo!
It's Taco Saturday.
That is too funny.
All right, boys, we're in.
We're in. Are we live? Are we live? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
We are live.
Yeah, we're live.
Baby.
We're live. We're starting a little bit early.
Dude, I'm on the taco, man.
Oh my god, this guy.
Hey, what's up, chat? Just want to say what's up to everybody in
guys?
chat. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming
What's up,
early.
man?
Hello, hello. Well,
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, waiting for us. You know, we're about to start in a little bit. But Rex Defect, I was talking to you about Animal Crossing. You know, I've never played it, but I've heard how everybody was so hyped about it. So it's pretty nice that you got it there to play. You got a Master Great Crossbone guy there?
Is that a new game coming out? A new app or something?
No, the Animal Crossing came out for the Switch, like literally like last night at 11 o'clock.
Oh, that means every single person downloaded that thing, probably.
Yeah. Along with Doom Eternal also came out. So
Oh, Doom.
yeah.
So
that's
what's
sick.
what's Animal Crossing? Is it like Animal Crossing the street or Animal Crossing the river?
No, it's
I don't know.
it's literally just like an
Literally.
RPG with like animal characters.
Is
Oh,
animals
okay,
that you're just cross-eyed the whole time, and
Yeah, they're just the.
Yeah, you're just
oh,
cross-eyed.
Do they have?
It's super cute.
Do they have? It's like in Animal Crossing. Do they have tacos?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got tacos. in
no,
there.
we
They
turn the
have some
animals into tacos. That's the part of the game.
tacos. No, they definitely eat tacos. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Be
cool.
weird if they
I'm
didn't.
gonna get all the hate. I'm gonna get all the hate from the Mexican people. So I can do a better impression.
It's okay. I'm Mexican. I'll give you a free pass for today.
Sure, man.
It's just for today,
Thank you
though.
very
Just for
much.
today.
It's just for right now. It's just for right now.
All right.
It's the only time
So
we're gonna.
today I'm gonna be a Mexican. Probably on the next episode I'll be Indian.
Be in
So
here.
like
Yeah.
have some octopus ball. I don't know.
Great
Just did a lot of that
impressions.
thing.
Justin's
So,
he's trying to be an actor, so he has to practice somehow.
Who?
Yeah.
Justin. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
trying to get into the
Yeah.
showbiz. He's trying to go into showbiz.
He wants to be a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm gonna shoot some. It's the second Hollywood, they say.
Yeah, the new
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Well, you know, Atlanta back in the early 2000s was like the cradle for music too. You know, a lot of
Oh, yeah.
famous artists came out of there.
Outkast, Goody Mob,
John Mayer.
Cool Breeze,
Oh,
John
Outkast?
Mayer.
Oh, Outcast. Like,
Lo-
yeah.
Love Shack came from Athens. I mean, it's like only 40 minutes from Atlanta. The Love
Cool,
Shack.
man.
Love
All right,
Shack.
guys.
Right. So since we're doing some singing, why don't we do this? Gunpla.
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 It's a Gunpla talk show.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're in, boys. So it is
All
officially
right.
on. All right, guys. I want to say hi to everybody who has joined us today. This is Jess from Mendo Gunpla. If you guys have ever seen my IG, it's nice to see you guys here. I'm gonna hand off the mic to my buddy Chris over there.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's Gunpla Rotzi representing Atlanta. I just want to say hey to everybody. Hope you guys are being safe out there, being clean. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there. And just want to say what's up to Justin.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Justin from Studio G. I'll be co-hosting today's show with the Gunpla Talk Show. Everybody stay safe so you don't catch the Rona.
Oh my god.
And right here today, we
I'm
have-
sorry for that. That's my fault.
Yeah, Chris was telling me that everybody say the Rona.
Yeah, in the U.S., that's what we're calling it, the Rona.
Yeah. So anyway, we have a very special guest here that came all the way from Poland, but he's actually at his home. He's just joining us here today.
It's on
Let us
lockdown like
introduce,
everywhere.
Exactly. So let us give a big hand for Bart, aka Gundam Guardian.
Woo woo!
Nice. All right, man. Nice to have you on the show, man.
Appreciate
It's an honor
it.
to be here with you.
Nice.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Quick question: Do you want to be? Do you want us to call you Bart during the show, or do you want to be just Gundam, like Guardian?
It can be the name. I don't mind.
I'm going to call him the Guardian.
And call him the Guardian. Yeah, I was thinking too.
Guardian.
That sounds badass.
Or
You
you
know,
can
the
call him
Guardian.
G Guardian.
Yeah, that sounds like. Ooh, I like that G Guardian.
G Guardian.
All right,
Yeah,
guys. So
he's guarding me.
yeah, guarding us from your jokes.
I know.
Fuck.
All right. Anyway, Starting off this podcast or this episode for this week, I just wanted to let you guys know that I posted on my IG a couple of weeks ago that I was going to be part of the OdaFest competition over here in Calgary, Canada. Well, Calgary, Alberta, here in Canada. But unfortunately, I got the message yesterday, or yeah, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, that it was canceled. This whole coronavirus COVID-19 thing is just it's completely just taking everything away. I don't know if it's affected any of you guys over there where you're at.
Like Bart was saying earlier, 2020 is canceled.
Yeah, this is the year of the everything is cancelled. Whole year is cancelled.
It's like year of the Gunpla for us, at least though, because like we're made for this. What, stay at home? Like, okay,
yeah,
sit in one spot for hours. Hey,
yeah, just build and build and build.
I got this.
But you know what? Since everybody is at home, so he got nothing to garden anymore. So I don't know why. I don't know why.
He's got
Hey, what you garden, bro?
Garden at home, man. No, but
That's a good one.
Despite of all of that, I just want to tell everybody, just be careful out there. Take care of yourself. Try to keep yourselves indoors. Help the rest of the world by not going outside and listening to your authorities in wherever you guys are.
Check on your elderly. Check on your elderly, please.
Yes, but getting off that topic because it's just nobody wants to talk about that. It's been all over the news the past month.
Yep.
Let's talk about what else you guys have done. What have you guys done this week? Any new builds that you guys did? Any painting? How about you, Bart? Did you do anything this week?
I'm preparing for the new build, and I want to try something new. Like in every project, I will try to add some LED lights.
Wow.
So you're working with
preparing
nice.
the circuit, got all the parts, so I will do.
Is it your first time doing it?
Yeah, the first time. That's right.
Nice. Yeah, I've been looking into it, buying some too as well. I want to get into it as well.
Is it a secret project? Can you show us what you're gonna do?
Oh, I will be doing the Hyakushiki Crash, the P-Bandai one.
Ooh.
But it's in pieces. It's in pieces now.
You can't look, bitch. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry for my language.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, I actually got this weekend. Actually, this weekend I got my airbrush. So I want to
Congratulations.
thank Paul.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, man. I want to
level
thank
up.
Paul from
Level
CGC
up.
over here, the Calgary Gunpla community. He let me borrow it or gift it. He told me we were gonna look into that, but it's this little posh BL that he let me borrow, keep. I don't know which one it is yet, but I'm gonna take care of this baby. This is it right here. So
Nice.
I'm gonna start painting, guys. Look out for that. And I got another kit, so I'll be good. I'll be good.
What
for
kit you
now.
get?
I got the dual Gundam assault shroud, the master grade.
Ooh.
That was also
So,
thanks to
Good
Paul.
one.
So
Thanks, Paul.
so
Appreciate it.
Do you guys know how to really find out if the airbrush is good or bad?
how
Just hold up your airbrush again.
my airbrush? Give me a
Yep.
second. Where did I put it? I put it back here in this little pouch because it comes with the pouch. But here it is.
Wow. Okay. First, a good airbrush comes with a pouch. Secondly, a good airbrush has burgundy color on it instead of a whole chrome thing. So it has burgundy color on it. So how bad can
Yo,
it be?
I'm right here, bro. No,
Bye.
I'm just messing.
hey, so
No, just messing.
real quick, I'm getting a little bit of feedback from the stream. Chris, could you turn down your mic a little bit?
Yes, sir.
A little bit. But and Justin, yeah, you fixed your
Yep.
mic volume, right? Yeah, guys, we're sorry. If we're trying to fix this whole thing throughout the week and whatever, but it's difficult because somebody has to watch the stream and it's a whole technical stuff. But we'll get it. We'll get it. So thank you very much.
Thank you for being
letting us know.
patient.
Yeah, thanks for being patient with all of that. So anyway, going on to the podcast, we're gonna start off the show tonight with our now weekly segment that we're gonna do. You knew it as History of Gundam, but now it's called Gundam Lore, right? So, what are we gonna be talking about this week, guys? What do you guys want to talk about this episode?
Amuro.
So we're gonna be talking about Amuro.
Amuro.
I don't know who's the first pilot.
Who was the first? I mean, he was the first. So Amuro Ray, guys, right? Let's go on to that Amuro Ray picture. This guy right here. Now Amuro Ray, he he is technically the first pilot of piloting a Gundam mobile suit. Right, there were mobile suits before the RX-78 but he was definitely the first one to use a Gundam frame. So let's start talking about this
Nice.
guy, right? Amuro Ray, which is probably the most recognizable face in the Gundam universe, along with another guy that we'll be talking about next week.
Yo, his shoes are really ugly. I just noticed. Yeah,
They're
I'm
a
sorry.
boot.
I was like, what is he wearing? What are those? I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
So no, it's all good. It's all good. So we got so he's the first Gundam pilot, and he is a Newtype, right? This is Amuro Ray. So he's the main protagonist of 1979's Mobile Suit Gundam. Amuro Ray shares a common, simple design that was created with the intention of portraying a normal antisocial teenager. Now, I put normal in between quotes because what is normal, but you guys have to know that up to this point in other animes, the big hero guy was this cool guy. He was he wasn't like this shy. Nowadays with anime, we get these protagonists that are shy or they're not as
The underdog.
evil. Yeah, they're not they weren't the underdog back then, but nowadays they are. Amuro Ray was just this quiet kid who was really really smart, right? So Amuro Ray was supposed to differ from other protagonists of his time, and he did. I mean, you look at this picture, right, that we have up here. He's wearing a suit. Yeah, we have the RX-78 right there fighting the Saku mobile suit, but we do have him right there. And if you just take a look at him, he's just a regular looking guy with a uniform. Now that I think about it, if you guys look at the art, look at his legs. Look at the bend in the knees.
Yep, probably from too much of piloting.
Does it have a Does it have a calf muscle?
Probably. Yeah, that's a weird design right there. But anyway, the point
drawing
is,
style is all here.
yeah, he's this normal looking guy. That's all he is. He's a normal looking guy.
Yep.
He wasn't this hulking hero. He wasn't the cool guy. He was a regular kid who got to pilot a Gundam. Now, Amuro does have an advantage, right, compared to the rest of the pilots and the rest of the humans in the show. So he does have an advantage compared to some of his fellow peers. He is a Newtype. Now, have any of you guys who heard of a Newtype in the chat, or how about you, Bart? Do you know what a Newtype is?
Yeah, so apparently they are people that can, using their instincts, do much more than normal people. Apparently it's from living in colonies in space, so they adapted to that
Very nice
environment.
Man, this guy, he's just gonna take my job. You just put him on the rest of the weeks, man.
I'll take you off right now.
That's very good. That's very good. So for the people who are joining us just now, in the Gundam universe, there are these humans that are a Newtype, right? And it's like this mutation, this evolution of us, going on to the next level. Because you guys got to remember that in the Gundam universe, the humans don't necessarily live on Earth, right? We have the people who live on Earth, and then we have the space colonies, right?
Yep.
And like most of the time, actually like 99% of the time, Newtypes are the ones who were born and raised in space, right? This evolution, this step in evolution for humanity happened so that humans could live in space better. So like Bart said it so eloquently, they have this capacity to use their mental awareness, to a higher degree than us normal humans. But Amuro Ray is different because Amuro Ray technically was born on Earth, right? He wasn't born in space. He grew up in space, but he was born on Earth. So, with this evolution came heightened mental awareness. Now, Amuro wasn't always like this. Like he didn't just get in the Gundam suit and be like, he wasn't like, oh man, I'm a Newtype, so I'm this really cool guy. No, he was just, he was just really smart. You guys have seen the Haro ball. You guys have seen the Haro ball. Let's go down to that little ball. Everybody knows the Haro ball, right? So Chris didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know, man. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's his
what didn't you know?
construction, right?
Exactly, right? It was his construction. I mean, this is a smart kid. I mean, you can see him right
now
there.
I gotta buy one.
Yeah, they're very cute. They're very cute. There's like life-size ones, 1-to-1 ratio.
Did you see the one where like it sits in the armor and actually has like kind of like big arms and legs and has like a backpack and actually it has like, yeah. I'm gonna get that one. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one.
Yeah, he invented this, right? He invented the Haro, right? So and I think you see it like in the first episode. You just know this kid has like this mechanical engineering. He's like he's really good at this stuff, right? So just
because you gotta think about it. When you live in space, you gotta be really efficient. So you gotta like have all your resources planned out.
Yeah.
sustainable. You can't run out of anything. Like you gotta have
Yeah, he
backups
was
of everything. So you gotta plan ahead. You gotta be smart.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, because he was just this really smart guy, right? And now, his like I was saying, he wasn't always like a new type, prodigy, right? His abilities began to take shape later in his career. Now, this isn't meant to wait to take this isn't meant to take away from his intelligence, right? He was able to learn how to mostly pilot the RX-78 the most famous Gundam of them all, I'm pretty sure, by just reading the manual. So the first time he got on that thing, he read the manual. He was able to take down two Sakus with that. So I mean, that's just kind of like he wasn't even a good pilot, right? I mean, everybody, next week we'll be talking about Char, okay? But Char was an amazing pilot, right? I don't think anybody can say he wasn't. He was just he because Char is not a new type, and I'll talk about that next week. But the reason I'm saying this is because everybody knows that Amuro Ray goes up against Char during the whole series, right?
Yep.
And up until their super awesome battle and Char's counterattack.
Yep.
But he Char on the other hand, he was really good pilot. He didn't have any of this mental awareness, heightened mental awareness like new types. Amuro Ray did, right? So anyway, with his abilities growing and improving during the course of the show, Amuro becomes known by some as the White Devil. So some people in the show know him as the White Devil. He eventually becomes
Or
he becomes so good at piloting that he designs his own mobile suit during the second Neo Zeon War. This is in Char's
I
counterattack.
didn't even know he
So
designed his own suit either. Like how many pilots
yeah, he
design their own suit?
Yeah,
yeah
dude,
he.
yeah,
So,
it doesn't happen.
oh my god, he's like okay. I gotta say something before anything else. It's like he kind of look Mexican to you.
you think so?
Ooh,
You think so?
you
Yeah.
can't let go that.
Damn, why'd you say
No.
that? Now I'm like, that's all I see now.
Like he's probably has like Spanish or Mexican traits to him.
Yeah, he does. He does look a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got the curly
See,
hair.
see,
got
exactly.
The curly
Yeah,
And
he's
hair.
the-
eyelashes
It
and
depends on
stuff
the
like
fan
that.
art.
Then he has the
Thank you.
elbow, the
Thank
Olay.
you. Yes, I agree with Bart. You can make Amuro Ray look whatever, right? But
Oh,
if you
Ray
just are
Mysterio. Amuro Ray
right.
Mysterio. There you go.
So, going back to this though, he became really he just his ability to pilot. Right, obviously, when you do something, even Gunpla, right, it's about gaining experience. The more you do it, right. So he piloting the RX-78 he just became really good during the course of the show. He just becomes this amazing pilot, right? He's like up here, like he started down here, and now we're up here, boys, right? So he gets so
Mm-hmm.
good that the RX-78 and other suits are just they can't handle the capacity that he has for piloting. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna design my own one, and so he does, right? And with the help of the engineer October Saran, they create this RX-93 Nu Gundam. Obviously, a super obscure mobile suit that nobody's heard of. No, that's a lie. Everybody knows the Nu Gundam. It's one of my favorite suits,
It's
right?
beautiful.
Yep.
Especially that
The
It's
real
green.
beautiful.
grade is amazing. The master grade Verka is amazing. That suit is just beautiful, right? Now,
Yep.
talking a little bit about the Nu Gundam, just a little bit. The Nu Gundam has a psycho frame cockpit, right? That's what it has. So actually, when I was building my real grade Nu Gundam, I told Justin, I'm like, hey man, this because I didn't know a lot about the Nu Gundam. I just liked the design. But when I built it, I realized that it looked a little bit like the Unicorn Gundam. Have you guys ever noticed that?
Yep.
If
Yeah.
you guys
It is.
let me give me a sec, let me do something real. So just looking at the kit, right? Because this is a real grade. When we look at like the shoulders, he's got that like
Mhm.
unicorn thing going on,
Yep.
and so that always made me
Exactly.
think like, were they related, right?
Yep.
So it turns
Probably
out
like
that
Amuro and you.
yeah, I mean the new Gundam turns out to have the first like one of the first psycho frame, which is later implemented into the Unicorn Gundam in the universe or whatever. Um, but this thing, along with him being a new type pilot, just allows him to be this amazing pilot. So if
Imagine
you
if
go down,
Char was able to pilot the new Gundam.
yep. I mean, if you look at the pictures that we have up here, we have the RX-78 that's the first design, and then we have the new Gundam, which is like the reiteration, which is the better one. And you can see the green on him, kind of like when the unicorn transforms, right? But
Yep.
this is really an amazing this is an amazing suit. So I mean, that's all there really is to say about Amuro without going super into depth into the whole, history and all these spoilers if you haven't seen the show yet. But I will say this. What was it the other day? Let me ask you guys a question before we go on. Um, so if you guys have seen Bart, you've seen the shows, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So if I were to ask you who would win in the fight, the new Gundam or the unicorn?
For me, I think the Nu Gundam will win.
You think would win?
I don't know.
Single
I
fin
don't
or
think
double fin?
I'm biased because it just looks cooler for me. I don't like the unicorn design.
I like that answer. Yeah, this was a hot topic of conversation in the club over here in Calgary, because people the question was asked, but when you put the unicorn in the new, technologically the unicorn's going to destroy the new Gundam, right? That's when you just get into the pilots and who they are. But if you put both pilots into the same kind of suit, obviously Amuro's going to win because he's
Yeah,
just an amazing pilot, right?
you would want
But
Mr.
anyway,
Ray.
guys. Yeah, but anyway, you guys should be getting yourselves a new Gundam soon, so you guys can. Because I haven't actually I haven't never seen. Do you have a? Have you ever built a new Gundam, Chris?
I have the RG. Where is it? It's right here. No, it's over here somewhere. Yeah, I
He's
got
flexing.
it. Yeah. I seriously, I snap built it, and I was like, oh, I like this, and I put it back in the box.
Have you built it, Bart?
I have it in the backlog.
The RG or
backlog. It's on the list.
The MG Verka.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Ooh,
Dude.
nice.
Man, that kid looks so beautiful. I was telling Chris that the new Gundam Verka has a horse face. I also told that to some other people. If you look at it, it's kind of. You guys ever seen Thor?
Yeah.
The Planet Hulk.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, that guy, the yellow Norse god with the horse face. That's what new Gundam looks like. If you guys ever take a closer look, to the design. But okay, that's just me. Anyway, that was Amuro Ray, guys. Next week, tune in so we can talk about Char. But I hope that I showed you guys a thing or two or talked about the overall of Amuro without going super into detail. So yeah, so there we go.
If you have any questions, please send us questions, and we'll look into it and answer it for you guys.
Is
yeah,
Amuro
dude,
the
give me more homework.
most slapped person in the Gundam universe?
Oh, yeah, there's a joke. Yeah, he's just getting slapped all over the place. I mean, that's because he was antisocial. I mean, he was just this kid. You guys ever seen Ava? I mean, Evangelion, right? We were talking about this the first episode.
God. The second child.
Don't
Let's talk about the second child.
Yeah, don't get him started.
Just a little kid, just a little kid being thrown into this. Like, how is he supposed to react? But yeah,
how is he supposed to handle? I mean, my daughter is just like that kind of age, so I can imagine that. I mean, that's horrible, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, so if you guys have any questions, like Chris said, on the Gundam lore specifically, just like, for example, next week we're going to be doing Char. After Char, I don't know what I'm going to do. Send in your ideas, and I'll be sure to investigate and do a little bit of research on that. So send them in. All right, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So let's move on to our next segment where we have our special guest, very own special segment. There's a lot of special, isn't it, in that special segment? All right. So I guess this is a guy who. Yeah, thank you very much. So, again, he's from Poland, where the community itself is not very big, but he is a master of his own. I would say legendary as well, because when I first saw his pictures on Instagram, I'm
legendary.
Like, how do you do that? I'm like, what? How did you do that? So these are the questions that we have for him, that based on our compilation from our audience and from you guys. So first question is, how did you get started, Bart?
So it was kind of funny because we went the first time to Japan, and I wanted to buy anime figures there. That was the idea. Just going through the stores, browsing one of them, I saw what is this? I saw a Barbatos, and I was watching the Iron Blooded Orphans show. Was quite a fan, and what is this? Like, do you build it? Do you need glue? Like, we here in Poland are so used to having models when you just need glue. I wasn't even aware that snap fitting exists, like models with snap fitting. So you just need pliers and you can do it. So I saw the model, I bought it. The same day we built it with my wife. I was blown off, and I bought 9 more and went back. to Poland from Japan. That was my how
Well,
I
what
got
was
into
your
Gunpla.
what was the first kit you got?
The no grade 1 to 100 Barbados.
Oh, the full mechanics.
The,
Oh.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
the the fourth version. No grade.
Oh, is it actual
Isn't
no
that-
no
isn't that like
grade?
isn't that like the original
That's-
master grade Barbatos?
Right.
That's-
The
That's,
first
that's
iteration.
that's like. Oh yeah. That's the one with the big ass sword, isn't it?
Yeah, he has the katana in
Yeah.
the set, and
True.
That's at so that's at the end of the season 1, right? I remember that because I'm a big fan of IBO.
Right.
I love IBO.
I also love
So
IBO.
basically, I actually haven't finished IBO, so I'm still watching.
You suck.
Man, you gotta
Oh,
watch.
no.
You gotta watch these shows, bro. You gotta stop. You know, you gotta stop doing what you're
Okay.
doing. You gotta sit down and watch IBO at least, man.
I'm gonna punch you through the screen.
Dude, I want to laugh. Right.
Oh, hey, you're over here.
Right.
But so like just real, piggyback on that, thing of the IBO. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite mobile suit? Like in the show.
Like that's the funny thing because it's also in the show and overall it's Barbados.
And this is my man right here, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
No.
that. That's good.
Nothing
Everybody
comes
loves
even close
Barbados.
for my
Nice.
personally aesthetic senses.
Yes. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. You have read on the community house, like.
Yes. I know the hate
Yeah.
to the
Everybody.
series and to the design also. But
How could you
I
hate
don't
him? He
know.
holds a big weapon and he just beats the crap out of
Right.
everything. He's
Yeah.
not shooting. He
That's the
doesn't shoot
difference.
anything. He just beats the crap out of you with the sword. And like,
This is why I love the series, right? No
that's why I
beam
love it too.
weapons.
Yeah.
You just have animal designs on the mobile suits. It's
Yes.
super crazy and
Yes.
super good.
then they're named after
completely agree.
devils too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're
All
after
that.
demons and
The
stuff.
lore is incredible, yeah. So,
I mean,
so
'cause-
much more potential to this.
Oh yeah, then
from
they
the
went. It's
series.
supposed to be like 170 Gundams or something more. We've only seen like 20 of them.
Right. I've
We're
only seen a
we're-
fraction.
yeah, we're gonna be broke.
Man, I did not know that about Bart because I agree with you 100%. The best part of Barbatos is just that he's a face-to-face guy, right? The only time he ever uses the gun is like in space, but even then he's just flying around beating people up
Yeah.
with his hands, ripping people up. It's great.
Like Krav Maga.
Yeah, yep. Just literally combat, just hand-to-hand combat is the best. But very nice. All right, so next question.
All right. So basically, we went through the first 3 questions and some of it already.
Right.
So, okay. So like everybody has someone to look up to. Like for example, I look up to Jazz because he's such a pretty boy. So how can you say no to that? So who do you look for your inspiration part?
Like to be honest, when I started, like here in Poland, there was one person. I even call him my sensei.
Okay.
He was in the modeling for years, and he also started Gunpla somewhere similar to mine time, but his level was totally different. Even still now, I just look up to him, talk to him almost every day. I mean, from outside of Poland, I would say I really enjoy the Korean builder Jenik or Jenik.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
Not
He is
sure
good.
how
I
you
like
how
him.
you should pronounce it. Like
Yeah, just say
he
Jenik,
makes
it's fine.
similar videos to you, Justin. But
Okay, yeah.
I really like his finishes. The way how the model looks, the candy finish, it's like candy
Yeah.
for eyes.
Yep.
And
He's
and to
really
be
good.
honest-
Voila!
Right. And to be honest, like if the inspiration is just Google, I just type in the model, I look on the pictures, and I know how my model will not look like because I don't like to copy other
That's
other.
the key. That's the
Style.
key. That's
That's
the key.
the style.
Yeah.
But the
Stylo.
inspiration, yeah, on the Pinterest or on the just graphic Google search.
See?
it's-
What did I get? What did I say, guys? Pinterest.
No. I'm
Pinterest.
still staring away from Pinterest.
So for everybody who doesn't know this, Jazz and Chris is a
I'm
Pinterest.
like with it. That's whatever. Justin, he hates it. Like I'm just like whatever.
I hate Pinterest. I hate their way of doing everything. The way you immediately type something in and it's like 10 million pages of Pinterest, and you have to sign up and do this and that. I'm not dealing with Pinterest. That's why I always take it out of my search results all the time.
Jess is a rebel, so he doesn't like when you tell him what to look at.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, next one. What do we got?
When did you start, Bart? Like what year?
When?
Yeah, what year or
Oh,
how?
yeah, you haven't answered that.
Yeah, it's almost. It will be. I mean, I bought the Barbados in June 2 years ago, and I painted him somewhere a month after coming back to Poland. So I'm getting close to 2 year anniversary.
So you went so the first kit you just went straight to painting the Barbados. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Mad
Because
respect.
sometimes it's just the courage that you need, the courage to start, and the courage to not to be afraid to like destroy your kits. Because a lot of people they cherish the straight up build
Yeah,
so much.
I heard it many times.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that the adrenaline you get from trying something new is really helpful because you
True.
just do not want to have up this.
It's kind of like a drug, man. Like when you get going, like when you get your creative flowing going, and you're just like,
Yeah.
like, and when you start painting or start working, and everything's like coming together, it gets. I don't know. It's a kind of like
Yeah, the feeling
Chris
is
was in his
incredible.
stand mode yesterday.
yeah.
Painting his heavy arms
Right.
and everything. Oh,
I spent I was like 6 hours on that heavy arms yesterday,
It's
like
crazy.
nonstop. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey,
all right.
you know, I have a quick question. What was the what's the guy that you look for inspiration to? What's his name?
Oh yeah, yeah. What's his name?
The Polish person. Yeah, it's on Instagram. It's I will write it in the chat maybe.
Yeah, do that, please.
Please
Okay,
do. I
cool.
want to
Yeah,
check him out.
yeah. Everyone, go follow him, man. Go follow him.
That's the.
Go like bomb
He's
him.
doing now a build of the MG Barbados, and it's like super. For me, it's next level.
Nice.
The way he does it.
I'm gonna search him up real quick, right?
Skeller, right? RR.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up too. Go ahead. Yeah, everyone go follow him, man, and you know,
Everybody go on your Instagram and follow.
go follow him. Say what's up.
See what.
Oh, I missed out the R.
Say Guardian sent me. Say Guardian sent me.
Yeah.
Man, how do you say his name? Radoslav Romanowski?
Radoslav Romanowski.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
Man,
Ooh, this Barbados is clean.
It's clean.
The Barbados. Oh, guys, like
Oh.
it has LEDs and.
I like his
sounds,
weathering.
Like I said, he got it from the. We have like in Poland, right? The tanks, planes, and so on, and the boats, the ships.
Damn, that's sick. Yeah. So he
That's
was
sick.
mainly into military before he got into Gunpla.
Right.
You too? Were you also into military modeling?
No. Like I when I was 13 years old, I tried to build one plane. It was like gray, and you needed glue, and I thought I will never do model kits again.
Oh man.
Until
okay.
I found that Barbados in Japan, and it was so easy and pleasant to do. Like,
The engineering is so fun.
I mean, that's because everybody says it, and I have to agree because since you talk about military, and I've said it before, I know a lot of model makers that are military based, and these guys they have to glue everything together, just everything. They have to sand things. Sometimes they have to fit the parts again because they didn't come out right.
And it doesn't have the colors.
Yeah, and they have to paint everything from
so
scratch.
Plain.
So yeah,
Out
we're
of
spoiled.
box, it's awful. Yeah, we are spoiled. That's right.
We're spoiled as Gunpla builders. We really are. All right, I'm sorry. All right, so next one.
Next one. So we all already knew that your favorite kit to build up before customization. is Barbados.
Yep. Don't
So-
already two of them have the resin for the third.
Ooh,
See?
resin.
Resin. So, what's your favorite kit to customize?
Barbados.
I mean, probably Barbados. It will be much easier to say which one I hate the most from which
Okay.
I built it, and that would be
Which one?
the unicorn, the master grade unicorn, and the banshee. Stay away
Oh.
from.
I just bought that one, bro.
Why?
I even painted the. I don't know.
Oh,
it's
man, where
like
did I
a
put
hand
it?
grenade.
Oh,
And
man.
when you paint it, it just for me and at least it lost all the ability to
Transformer. That's
from
what I
the-
heard. Yeah.
Transform. Yeah.
I
True,
just
true.
left it in the awakened mode, and
Dang.
it was really hard to assemble it because the parts, especially in the torso, when you have it painted, it was so easy to scratch them. Like I was sweating my pants off.
Oh, when you transform it, you can scratch like on the other parts, or
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yep,
even
true.
when you assemble it, it's really hard to assemble.
oh, you
because
got
of
like
the
stick it in there and stuff. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because of the engineering of the model.
Yeah,
Alright.
because it's a really complex piece. It has to transform all over the places. you know?
Right.
So
Right,
yeah,
right.
you can't blame them as well. I mean, we are technically still limited by technology and
No, no,
because
no,
we
no,
are
no, no.
plastic.
I disagree, man. Fucking, Bandai comes out with unicorns all the time. They have so many
The
They-
RG's
they-
good.
They
I
have
heard.
literally what's it called? They've turned a blind eye to other kits that they should be making. But all the time you hear unicorn, unicorn this, unicorn banshee, unicorn this other thing. I agree. I'm not a particular fan of the unicorn, but that's my because I agree. I feel like Bart's just like a me, but in Poland because I also don't like the unicorn design a lot. I'd rather stick to other ones.
Should I build mine or give it away?
No, just build it, man. I mean, build it. You get.
Dude, dude,
You,
give
you
it
have to have
away,
the
give it away.
experience.
He said, "Give it." I don't want the hand grenade.
You have
Someone else
to
can
go
have
through
it.
this
Throw
pain
it.
of building it and pausing.
Give it away to one of the builds like next month.
Hey, chat. Let me know if y'all want the banshee as a gift or as a
I
prize.
don't know
Alright.
if that will be an award.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know if y'all would want that.
The hand grenade. The hand grenade.
Okay,
All right. Okay, last question. Last question. Last question. Oh wait, what is the most difficult part of building and customizing a kit? Not necessarily the unicorn, but like in generally, like what's the most difficult part of the
Right.
segment?
Like for me, I would say the most thing that I get bored with, because let's be honest, not everything is it's nice to make. Like for me, the sanding it's like going like very slow. I do not like it, and masking. If I have to do it,
I hate sanding.
the
Agree.
masking on some of the parts.
Agree.
Like if you have a no grade set, like from most of the IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans, if you want it to look a little better, you have to mask to have some color separation on the parts.
Yeah, they come
If
with
you
those
have a
big color
master grade,
stickers.
Right. The master grades are maybe a little better because you have more parts. But when I was doing the Epion, like some of the parts, like I was like scratching my head. Why this isn't a 2-part thing? Why is this a 1 part in a master grade?
Yeah.
Oh.
That kid's like 15 years old, I think. That's why.
Right. So the masking, the masking is the worst for me.
I hate taking the tape because you're just putting down money and you just rip up the money.
Really?
Put down the
My
money, rip
wife
up the money.
loves taking the tape off. I always give it to her. She loves it so much. Like taking the masks off and looking at the parts painted. Like she loves it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
Yeah,
hard.
that's great. That's awesome, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
cool.
every time I peel off a masking tape, I'm like, I have to go to my bed, like sit on the side, and then I have to pray for it. Like, dear God, can you not let
he hits that bell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have
like,
a
masking
ritual,
itself-
right?
Starts throwing water
There's so
everywhere.
much Yeah, exactly. I mean, my wife would be on top, but throwing holy water. But the thing is that masking itself is such an art form that there's so many elements that involve, and especially if you're doing multi-coats, multi-layered painting, like there's a chance that one of the paint will just sip in, and if you like spray on a different angle,
I know.
like
Yep.
the chance is even greater. So
I've had it where
so
like
much.
it like ran through and ended up on the other side of the paint of the tape. And I'm like, how did it go from? I painted this side, but it went under the tape to the others. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was doing the camo Gushion, it was like 5 layers of masks to have the camo there.
Damn.
So
Yep.
I know the pain of doing this.
Yeah, dude. You do the masking on a unicorn RG, let me know how
No, yeah.
that
like it's
shit
gone
is crazy. That thing is crazy. Seriously. Well,
Damn.
anyway, so basically we just got to know Bart like not long ago, and then we had our very recent meeting to talk about this show, and then he did share something very super interesting with us that we felt that no matter how much time it would take, we still want that short story to be shown here with you guys. So how Bart gets started is really hard, but first let's look at some of the questions that the viewers have sent him in his Instagram. So first thing, like Bart, would you like to answer any of the questions?
Okay, so let's go for the first on the left.
Yeah.
Like, for now, I do not count the Gunpla because I'm afraid.
He's gangster.
Yeah.
1 year ago, I didn't have a backlog. I didn't understand people that have like, why do you have spare kits in your room? Like, what's the matter with you? Now I don't want to count how many kits I have not built.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really ashamed of this. Like, rapid buying is a curse.
Every
It's an
paycheck.
addiction.
Every paycheck.
Right. So to be honest, I do not know, but I think it's somewhere around 40 or 50.
Damn.
Dude,
But
there's a lot.
I do exclusively 1 to 100 scale. I do not own and do not want to buy any other scale.
I'm on the same boat now. No, not even PGs? You won't even mess with PGs at all?
Not yet, but I would like to have, but not yet.
Yeah, you need to. You won't like master grades anymore once you do the PG.
I want to know the experience of and see all of the engineering.
He wants
but-
to know the experience of masking those millions of runners that come
Oh,
into
yeah.
PG.
No, the
This is the
PGs
song
actually,
of the
they're really
future
good
for
with the
me.
color separation. So you don't even have to worry about masking that much on the PGs. Unless you want to get crazy and like get real stylish with it.
Bart, I'll send you an RG, okay?
PG!
Yeah, because Justin is just in love with RGs.
Yeah,
No,
I don't.
not that I'm in love.
There's tiny hands.
Those
Yeah, tiny hands.
tiny parts. Oh my god.
No, the
Yeah.
When
tiniest,
I
the
even-
tiniest, the tiniest RG that we built is the Crossbone X1. That is a tiny,
Oh, probably yeah.
goddamn art. Like
Dude,
I have it
the
right
head,
here.
The head itself is this big.
Yeah, it's so tiny. I mean,
It's so tiny. And the freedom itself is really tiny as well. The head itself is like, wow, the hell?
You said the freedom? That's how I lost a face mask.
The face mask.
Exactly.
Yeah, I lost a face mask on my freedom.
Black
Yeah.
hole got it. Black
Mm.
hole.
that's messed up.
The black hole, yeah, the gods of the land.
I was cleaning all the parts in my ultrasonic cleaner. I think I flushed it down the sink. Like I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've been trying to order the special parts, but they said it's like a 2-week back order for them to even email you to order extra parts right now. So I was like,
Yeah, you know that right now with the COVID-19 and everything, shipping is just not
Right.
possible. Yeah.
it takes 46 weeks anyways for the process. So I was like, man, it's gonna.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna buy it
Yeah.
again and repaint
All
it.
right, so the next question is, what is your favorite Gundam? But you've already answered that.
Yeah,
that's-
Barber toes.
Exactly.
That's right.
The Barber
Barber
toes.
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 All right,
So
and
where does he get all the inspiration? Google and try to stay away from everything else on Google.
Yeah, Barber toes with the mace.
Yeah,
the,
for
Yeah.
big
all
mace.
the mace, right? Love the mace.
Yeah, but the second part of the question is really good. So
This is
how do
Olympic.
you plan the color scheme and all that?
Right. So the first idea when I started doing Gunpla is to never paint in stock colors because you can. People seen it probably hundreds of times. So I
Mhm.
always want to come up with something original. That's why I always
Yep.
Google up to see what people have done to maybe not replicate it.
do
I
it,
want to, yeah, I want my Gunpla to be
He
one
does
of
the
a kind.
opposite.
Yep. Yep. That's my philosophy
And-
as well. That's my philosophy.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
on the colors themselves, I just like to think what would look cool. So when I get to a primary color, let's say I want to be, the model should be red, and I go for a color circle. You can just Google it. So you have like what colors go good with red, what are the opposite colors,
Yep.
and this is how I do it. Just try to get a main color and just supplement it with maybe some different shades of the same color and some
A highlight color.
silver or some gold. It always look good.
Yeah. Still, you cannot stray away from the robot thing with the metal theme, which is the silver and the gold and the copper. So I mean, those are the colors that really gels in with the theme and the mecha itself, right? So those are the accent colors that you really need, no matter what color is your Gunpla, right? So guys in the chat and guys who are watching, if you guys have on your mobile right now, go on Instagram, check out Gundam Guardian, and you guys will know and guys will see why we are so impressed with him, and we just have to have him on the show. You guys should check him out right now. Like follow him as well.
Yeah, like. Go like
like
bomb
that. Yeah,
him.
got
Like
good
bomb him.
Like that guy, like burst his notification right now. It's like
Destroy
it's
his phone.
really really good. So let's move on to the biggest story I've ever heard since the COVID-19. Wow. So let's just have a look at this thing. Like Bart, take us
2, 4,
take us
6,
through your journey.
8 kids.
Right. Okay. Because when we went to Japan the first time, we already knew that we would like to go the second time to just like go to other cities and experience more of the culture. But of course, when we decided that it is actually happening, yeah, my wife is very helpful with this. She understands I like Gunpla. We planned a logistics operation, how to bring as much
operation
as we physically can.
Instead of a vacation, it's an operation.
Make my list.
Yeah, so,
make the list.
So the idea was, because we had experience from the first trip, that we built all the 9 kits that we bought, the 1 to 100 scale IBOS kits. And the idea was that we will do the same. But the problem, we didn't take into the account that we bought now master grades instead of no grades. So the amount of parts was
40 runners.
2 times more, right, through the kits. Yep. So we built one. It took us around 7 hours, and we said, "Oh hell no, we will not waste our trip on building the Gunpla." And because we had to do it very fast, the process wasn't smooth. So the idea was, my wife came up with it. So let's just cut the parts out of the runners, organize them in zip bags, right, and in this manner, save the volume, save the space, and we can buy much more of them. And that's how like we went. We bought around more than 40 kits.
Wow.
On that trip, it took us around to get 1 kit in those zip bags and fully organized. Right, my wife was. I mean, we need 2 people. My wife was.
Your wife's a champion, bro. I just want to say, your wife's a champion.
I love her so much, right?
Yeah, she's awesome.
So she was cutting the parts out. She was cutting the parts, and I was putting them in the zip bags. It took for 1 master grade from 30 to 45 minutes. So we made 2 of them in a day, something like that, in the evenings, when we were tired from all the day, sightseeing, everything. So then we did the Gunpla. And the boxes themselves, were around 2 kilograms. The runners were around 5 kilograms. So, but the weight was secondary. What was crucial was the volume, right? By getting rid of the runners, you can compress the models so much, and that's how.
Did you weigh the bag of runners right there? The big bag of runners. Did you weigh it by any chance?
Yeah, it was 5 kilograms.
So you would have paid. You would have paid for that.
Yeah. But one thing I would pay for that, but the other thing I just wouldn't be able to fit it in my bag.
That's crazy.
That
really
wouldn't be possible.
I like that Black is Stray.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing is that I mean, like, I find that this is like a genius way to do it. Seriously, I've never thought of this. I mean, Jess and I and Chris, we are planning to go to Japan together, like probably somewhere next year, given that the virus thing has gone off. So,
Right.
I mean, this is what we are gonna do. I mean, instead of bringing like 4 or 5 suitcases, Jess, we
Yeah,
have to
just
do this.
yeah. Just spend
Like
like some
if
nights.
you have the kits for yourself, it's no problem, because I know that some people buy them and they put them in the backlog, so maybe when they do not want it, they can sell it off, right?
Sell it, yeah.
If
Yep,
if
yep.
if you do it, you are committed, like it's yours, right? I will not sell the parts in a
Yep.
zip bag now to other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
If it's all yours, you can do whatever you want with it. You know.
Yeah.
But seriously, this is why I wanted him to be on the show and then showing this to you guys as well, because this has like really opened my eyes. I mean, like it was 5 a.m. when we had the meeting, and I was literally awake after I heard this story, because it's like I'm like, wow, okay, I have to do this as well. Instead of like bringing 5, 6 suitcases with me, probably now I'm just gonna bring 2 to fit like 80 kids. So I don't know.
Did you only keep the top of the boxes, or did you throw the bottom of the boxes away too, or did you keep like all sides, or just you just cut off
Yeah,
just the main?
the top of the box is a nice art. We cut it off.
Yeah, you at least keep that right.
and Yeah, I want to use it for a decoration when I will renovate the room.
Oh, but like
Yeah, put them up on the wall.
yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
we got
Nice.
you got like the Gundam wallpaper.
Yeah, that's right.
All right,
The
so-
arts are
Nice,
beautiful
nice.
on the box.
Bart, please explain me this picture right here.
Yeah, that picture one was, I was like walking in a JoJo reference, right, to the boxes.
Yeah.
That was the
Mhm.
one. One was when I was just cover up in runners, and
Dude,
this
no.
probably will be in.
Did you get any scratches?
Oh,
Yeah.
the idea was, if you watch Iron Blooded Orphans, it's the scene at the end of the anime.
With
The
yeah.
Orga pose, that was
Yeah.
that was what I was
Oh.
going for, and right, it was getting back. It was hard.
Dude,
Yeah.
when he died, I literally sat there with my mouth open for like 10 minutes. Like, did he just die?
Yeah.
Like what is going on?
Justin
Did he
hasn't
really just
watched
die?
it, bro.
Like, I did not expect that at all.
You guys just spoiled it for me. Thanks, guys.
Oh, sorry. He's 5 years old, bro. I mean,
That's true.
2015, bro. I mean,
Okay, fine. Let's have some tacos.
oh,
Very
man.
nice. Very cool. Very cool, Bart. That was really that. Those
Very
pictures were really
Thank
creative.
you.
Very- Thanks for
Thank
that.
you so much for sharing with us. I mean, these are very, very personal pictures
You're
that
welcome.
he currently on the internet forever. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Bart. Thank you. Really.
You're welcome.
All right, so we gotta get going. So next up, we got our releases for the week or the month coming up. And what's going to be our first release coming up? We have the Master Grade Phantom Gunner Blue. He's you can pre-order now. Comes out in April. 4,900 yen. He's from Gundam Destiny, and I don't even know how to say the pilot's name. Yakzul.
Yeah.
Yak.
Cool. Hule.
But man, look at this kit though.
Isaac.
This kit is beautiful. Though.
Probably.
I love that blue. I love his axe as well.
Like,
The axes are reminiscent of
The-
the Sasabi.
Oh yeah. I mean,
True.
yeah. Just look at that axe.
Yep.
I know Bart likes that axe.
yeah, the Zaku Warrior is a very cool design. What nice reimagination of the original Zaku.
Mm-hmm. I especially like the spikes on the shield though, on the side, on the shoulder shield.
Yeah.
It's good for shield
You
bashing.
can do a lot of. You can do a lot of stuff with this kit. That I would
Right.
say.
I
What,
think
co-
what I
what,
like.
what color would you paint it?
Cool.
Anybody? Like, what color would you paint it?
Not blue.
I was thinking the
probably
same thing.
I was thinking some
None.
orange.
Orange. What kind of orange though?
I don't know. I'm thinking more of a reddish orange, kind of
Hmm.
like on the parts, little different shades.
I would
Yeah,
definitely
like-
repaint those guns. Those cannons are kind of. I don't like that dark grayish.
I would probably
whatever.
give it. I would probably give it like a really dark green with like really bright candy green to accent it. to just give it a really strong contrast all around.
I would just make it all black.
That axe though
Gloss?
looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
It looks great. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it does look like the Sasuke one, right? The like you
Like,
know when he puts it
everybody's
together
talking
on a
about
shield.
the axe, but nobody talks about the cannon, dude. Those are just big ass cannons, man.
Yeah, it is.
They are pretty nice.
Those
I
are
mean, you know,
revolvers, I'd say.
like compared to the old Sakus, like how Bart was saying, the reimagining of Saku, the original
Mhm.
Sakus. What I like about this one, and I don't know about you, Bart, but it's the waist. It's slimmer. He
Yeah,
doesn't look
the head is smaller. Also, the proportions looks
so much
Look,
for
better.
me. It has a
way
presence.
more balanced.
It's
Yeah.
it's intimidating.
His
yes,
shoulders
it's
look
about
better
presence.
too, because sometimes like the shoulders look really like small and boxy. They actually look really proportioned
Yeah.
there.
They
Yeah, these-
nailed the
True.
proportions.
Oh,
Yeah, they
I
did.
didn't even notice you could put the shield on the shoulder. I actually really like that. 'Cause I hate when you got to put it on their hand because the shit always just falls off. So at least you can put it on the
Yeah,
shoulder.
it's on the
Exactly.
shoulder
It
on
gets
on
in
a
the
ball
way.
joint. I think.
So then you can put another
Yeah.
weapon in his hand. So you get I like that. Really nice.
And given that it's only like 4,900 yen, it's probably not really that. It's not that expensive to be
Yeah, not
honest.
that bad.
Yeah,
All right.
but it's P Bandai, right? So
Yeah.
you have to get the additional cost of the supplier.
Yeah, true.
All right.
True.
Last question for everybody: would you buy this? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. I'll
Sweet.
buy this and eat a taco.
Oh my god, this guy.
All right.
The dead horse.
So for our next review, we got a real great Force Impulse. Comes
I've
up.
already ordered this.
Yeah.
I've already ordered this.
The thing is nice. Comes out in April. 3,300 yen. It's from Gundam Seed
Yeah.
Destiny. Has
I
two
love this
pilots. Yeah, this kid is amazing.
I mean, okay, so
This kid
like,
is awesome.
so I have him right here. I have the little
Flex.
high grade. It's a little high grade. But
It don't
but I
matter.
like this. I like this
Flexing.
kid a lot. You know, but the only thing I don't
Flexing.
like about it is the waist joint. It comes
The
off
waist.
so fast. Like no,
Dude,
no,
That's a high
It's a
grade
high
problem. Yeah,
It's
high
a
grade
high grade,
problem.
man. It's a high grade.
no. It's not a
It's a
high
high-
grade problem. I have other high grades.
Did you-
This is the
you-
first one that does
you
it.
just have
see
greasy
how Bart
fingers.
laughs?
Huh?
Did you just see how Bart laughs at you?
That's so mean. No, but I mean, it is. What I like about this kid is the backpack. I like it a lot.
It's
I think
like
that's-
an stripe backpack.
Yeah.
Well, look. Well, on the picture it shows it separated, so maybe it's supposed to separate
Right,
that
but-
easy.
The whole Seed series is all about backpacks. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Seed.
the
Yeah,
Transformations and stuff. Yeah.
I love Seed.
I haven't watched
Everybody
it.
hates it though.
Okay.
Seed is love.
I love
Alright.
Seed.
So, would you
Wait,
buy this
Bart,
kit?
I have a question for you.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Do you watch all the animes together with your wife, or do you watch it yourself?
Oh no, my wife wouldn't stand watching big robots fighting, but she loves looking at them when I paint them.
Probably it's because of you. Oh.
Man,
Yeah, she is my number one fan. That's for sure.
That's
Aw.
awesome.
She helps me
That's awesome.
very much with
Aw.
choosing the colors. She has that woman's touch in choosing the colors.
Yeah, you always gotta ask wifey for color advice.
Yeah.
Always
That's
ask wifey.
really good.
that's nice.
That's
That's
really
cute.
good. That's really good. All
That's
right.
nice.
Okay, so would you buy this?
You already bought it.
I already bought it.
Never, it's a real great.
Damn.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't buy it
Yeah.
either because it's a real grade.
Send me your address. I'll buy it for you. Right
Give me
now.
this in a master grade and it will be painted.
Oh yeah,
Dude, you're asking
Ooh.
people.
I really like that shield, man. That shield is nice.
Oh, the shield
The
is
design
fucking
is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is
do
nice.
not
Shield
like
is
the-
nice. Exactly.
Alrighty,
All right, let's go to the next one.
high grade. I don't even know how to say that, like, because the last three letters.
German ass. German ass.
German.
German ass.
Germs?
Uh,
Germans?
Germans.
It comes out in May, which probably won't even come out in May. The way things are going now.
Given the situation, yeah, exactly. With the Rona.
The
I don't
Rona.
even know from where it is. It's from Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never seen this design. My
Yeah.
first time seeing this.
Yeah, my first time
It
seeing it
looks
was,
a bit-
a couple weeks ago when I was looking up stuff
looks-
for it.
Like the first impression is like it looks a bit more like a deer with a with V fins, they actually look like antlers. Like I
Oh,
don't know. I
it has
mean,
like
I'm
it has
just
like
finding.
ears, like
Yeah. Like the antlers and the ears of the deer. So, but I really like the proportions
I
of
like the
things
shoulders
and
a lot
stuff.
actually.
Yeah, but
Looks
I'm just
good.
not a big fan of the head.
Yeah, I don't
That
like
I'm
this.
not.
I don't like this kid personally. I don't looks like
Yeah,
something I wouldn't get. It's too
but you
it's too
know what?
plain.
But you know what? If you can bash the shield together with the real gray false impulse, the shields are
Yeah,
really
that shit
good.
will go good with this kit, definitely.
Exactly. Like if I were to be building this, I would kit bash the shit out of him and probably just remove the horns.
Actually, yeah, I like everything but the helmet. Yeah.
Right, right. The rest of the body looks really good. With the chest looks really good as well. But the horns and the V fins, I'm just not a
Okay,
very
so
big fan of
wait a
this.
second. So you guys are talking about the horns and how they have that little nub on top. You have to cut it off. They just
No,
never
no,
do
no,
it.
no,
Everything.
no, no. No. The design itself, I mean, the horn and the V fin, it just
Then it has
doesn't
yeah, horn
really
has
look
ears and
weird.
horns and a mohawk. Like pick one.
I think the V fin and the head is the least of its problems. For me, I think it's just plain and simple. I don't like it. It's missing
One
something
of
for me.
the Polish viewers on the chat said that supposedly it should be read like Germinas, like G in Polish, the name. No
Hmm.
idea
Mm-hmm.
if it's true. So it's like Germinas.
Germinas.
Ah. Mm.
All
Oh,
right, very nice.
Germinas.
Get him in us.
So, would you guys buy it?
Germinas.
No.
I
Nope.
would not buy this Germinas.
No.
No, sorry.
Never, never. The scale
No.
is not mine.
It,
Never.
it looks
You
good
won't
though.
even buy
It
a
looks
real
good.
grade, let alone a high grade. Come on.
All right, next
Yeah.
segment. Let's go on.
Next segment. What's your question? So for the questions, we do get like quite a lot this time. So we're just gonna
Gosh.
choose. Like each of us gonna choose like one question to
Okay.
answer. Well, we're gonna start with Jazz.
Ooh, whoa. Give me like 10 seconds to look.
Read faster. God.
Read faster, man. You're
Um,
on there as well.
All right, I'm gonna pick a question. Hopefully, you guys don't pick the question I want to pick. Then I'm gonna be screwed on my answer. Oh yeah, Justin, answer your question.
All right, cool. Okay, so where did I'm gonna choose the one from Ari for 8. That's how I pronounce it. Where did you get the inspiration for a custom build? So whenever I'm doing a build before I start, usually I get my inspiration while I'm doing the ASMR part because usually that takes like three to 4 days. So I had a lot of time and it's a very quiet time as well because when you're recording ASMR, no outside noise is allowed. So I usually sit there and I thought really hard about the entire design. How should I do it? And I usually try to think out of the box, like literally out of the Gunpla box. Like I get inspiration from shoes, I get inspiration from movies and stuff like that. But when I got no things to like nothing to refer from, I'll usually just think of what would look best with this kit. For example, like I would just thought to it myself, what would I do with this kit if I were the one if I were to be the one who designed this kit? And that is how I come up with the main color and then work my way reverse engineer the color to find out what are the
Yeah, just one step at a
complementary
time. One
colors.
step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time. Yeah, man. Just do it like that because to be honest, anything can go wrong when you're customizing a build. So you gotta do it one step at a time. You can't have everything perfect. That's the thing. Nothing is perfect.
all right. All right. I'm gonna
All
choose
right.
I am Lofi. It says which Gunpla would you consider to be your absolute favorite? I'm just gonna answer that quick because I haven't customized anything yet. I haven't started. I literally just started painting today, and I just started painting
Mhm.
spoons, so I have no knowledge of customizing. But my favorite kit is the Master Grade Robotos. I said it in the first stream. I'll say it again this time. It is by far my favorite kit. I love that kit to death. That kit is what should that's what every Master Grade afterwards should be. You know,
Yeah, this should
But
not be. This should, yeah,
basically,
that's like the new like level. Like
yeah.
that's the par.
And
like
but to not make that answer to be as simple as it sounds, I would say that my second favorite now, along with the RG Nu Gundam, is the MG Jesta. The Master Grade Jesta is a
mhm.
beautiful. beautiful kit, you need to get the Jesta if you don't have it. It's the Master Grade is just I have it right there, and it has easily become one of my favorites.
I haven't got it, so I'll probably get it.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, Chris, your turn, boy.
Let's see here. How do you paint Gunplas without using an airbrush and get good results? Thanks. You really have to learn how to hand paint and how to really thin the paint properly. And you really have to learn how to use the right size brush. Because if you have a piece that's like this big, you don't want to paint with it with a little brush like this, because then you're going to have the paint strokes. So you want to get a brush about the same size. That way you have a nice, even strokes.
Exactly. Just one time go. Just go on it one time. Right? If you go it twice, that's fine. But make sure to thin it really, really down. You're gonna leave a brush stroke.
And layers. You do 3 or 4 layers. No rush on it. Like yeah.
Heads up, just a little quick peek, but next week we'll have someone who's really good at hand paint. Just letting you guys know.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a sneak peek for you guys.
All right, Bart. Go ahead and pick a question, Bart.
So I would choose any tips for new builders, new to masking and painting. Like the best advice would be for me to just do it. Like I hear so many people say that they just want to try it, they want to do this, do that, and it just ends on the words. Like, do not be afraid. Like, I made mistakes all the time. It's just part of the process. You just have to swallow them up. Like, it will happen. Just experiment, grow, and gain experience.
Yep. And definitely trust yourself. Trust your feelings.
Yeah, one thing I gotta add. One thing I gotta add on to this. I mean, like, there's a lot of talkers, like everywhere. I'm like, oh, dude, I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, like, do this.
Yeah, exactly.
But dude, where did you do it? No, I haven't. Why? I mean, nobody answers that question. I mean, why? Why didn't you start?
Just do it.
And then just do it, man. Just do it.
Just do it.
Whatever you have.
Want to
whatever
paint?
you have
Just
with
do it.
you. Yeah, you don't have to like wait for this, wait for that. I don't know whose approval are you waiting for? Just really do it, and then you will experience why we do it, and then now you can talk. You know.
Then when you're done with that kit painting, put it to the side and don't touch it again. That way, a couple months later, you can look back at that kit and be like, you can see your progressions between each kit and how
Exactly.
how much better you got. So you use it as a level. Like, this is level 1, level 2, level 3.
Yes. That's another satisfaction that you get when you're displaying your kit, and then you just look back. It's like taking it back in time. Like, oh, dude, this is where I first did my first kit. I mean, dude, it looks so awful, man. Come on, right? But
It brings you pride though, because you can see, how much your journey.
True. That's the thing. So if you haven't started a kit, you've been just browsing around, looking around a lot. My advice to you is stop looking. Just do it, man. Just do it. Don't be afraid of spoiling a kit, because the thing is that it's just a kit. If you spoil this one,
it's
and
plastic.
you really like this kit, you can always get another one. You know,
and like every mistake is a experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Exactly.
with every mistake, you know what to do differently to not do that mistake.
First attempt at learning.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the advice for me. Thank you very much.
You can do it.
Dude, you already did it. You already started. So come on.
Yeah, there's still a lot to do, but anyway, thank you guys. So I hope those questions were answered. We're gonna head on to our next segment, which is the featured build of the week. Yeah, this week we had so many submissions.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for participating. If you weren't if you submitted your kit and you don't show up right now, let me just lay down some new ground rules that we have. So with the meeting that we had this week, we did get a couple of kits coming in that were just snap-on builds. And we decided that we're not going to rank those kits. If you just buy a kit and you just build it and don't do anything to it, you're immediately disqualified for that week. We advise you to go back and customize it in some way.
Get some Gundam markers, do something.
Yeah, do anything to it. But if it's a snap-on, unfortunately, we won't be able to do anything for you, right? Because we want to keep with people who are customizing their kits and putting the effort into doing that. Not to say that it's not an effort to build a kit, but we do want a little bit more creativity in that part. So
This
like I
is a
said,
contest. Someone has to win.
yeah. So this is the featured build of the week. So like I said, if it's not right now, it might be next week. For those who are not showing today, you can submit your kit again, and as long as it's customized, and maybe you'll get a chance this time. So just keep that in mind.
All right. So for the judging criteria, we're going for creativity, originality, color scheme, details, and the craftsmanship, which is how good are your details and how good are your builds, how's your hands, right? So without further ado, let's start off with the first kid, ladies and gentlemen.
So the first kit is IG Instagram, a girl with Gunpla. Her build is the SD crossbone, and well, I'll say my part real quick. I love it. I love everything about this kit. The
Yep.
details. According to what she said, she painted this by hand, and I mean, it looks
Hmm.
like wood. It actually looks like wood. This kit is amazing. This is what
Yep.
originality is. There's no airbrushing here.
I wonder if
Just
it floats. Like
yeah, I
Metal.
mean, it does.
On the water, right?
Yeah, it looks great, man. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
floats on the water. Yeah, but yeah. So to
Hmm.
me, this is a solid almost 10. The color scheme, just obviously it's wood, right? But I would have liked to
Yep.
seen a little bit different coloring there other than the brown. But I
Hmm.
understand it. But
Yep.
to me, it's almost a perfect 10. I love it. Yeah.
It is. It is. Like so. What I really love about this is the uh, the jewels that she put on it. Like that really really gives off that it's a treasure chest thing. So if we go on to the bio, the introduction that she wrote for the kit, you guys can see that she did mention that as soon as she saw crossbones, she thought about pirate ships and treasures. So treasures, we have like jewels, like rubies, sapphires, like diamonds and stuff like that.
Infinity
So
stones.
this, yes,
Yeah.
infinity stones, yeah. So she did put them on this kit. So and the texture itself. So later on, we're gonna show like a really zoom in pictures for you guys to see. Yeah, you guys can see like the texture itself is
Like it
really
looks like
really good.
wood. Like it legitly
Yeah,
looks like wood.
exactly. So Bart, Chris, what do you guys think?
It's good, man.
Like I got all the tens. Like my opinion is totally subjective. So I was
Hmm.
blown off.
Yeah,
It just
he lead.
hit
Yeah, it's unique. It's very, very unique. I've never seen anything like it.
right.
Yeah, me too, man.
Man, that's great.
Yes.
Good
So
job.
this,
Yeah, you're
good
round of
job.
applause. Good job.
Good job.
There's like not too much to say because the scores speak for itself.
Yeah, I mean, 47.125. That's
Yeah,
that's almost a perfect score.
yeah, not much to say. All right, next contestant.
Contestant number 2.
Click Gunpla. New
Okay,
Gundam.
so this is Click Gunpla, build the RG Nu Gundam, and I'm gonna say my bit real quick. I saw this kit on Reddit, and if this is the same person who put it on Reddit, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. The original poster talks about what they did to the kit. Actually, that part over there with the fin funnels is handmade with like plastic and like just glued on there. So this is customized, even though it does look like just a like the new Gundam. That is what we're looking for,
Mhm.
customization, right? And this
Like,
kit in general looks amazing. Now, to be fair to the rules that we talked about, when I say creativity, originality, it's still the same new Gundam. There's really not a lot other than just a little bit painted parts, but when it comes to the fin funnels and that effect part specifically, it looks like something Bandai would do, but
yep.
the person did this, so to me, this is why it's a 38.
Yeah, I liked it. I like that fin he made. Is it like a shield or is it
Yeah, it should be a shield.
yeah, like a plasma shield? I guess. Yes, I like that.
Exactly. Like a force field that created by the fin
Right.
funnels. Yeah. So the thing is that the reason why this thing took off for me is it's not because of the kit. It's because of the I saw the bio and I was like, wow, he did this using the plastic containers. I'm like, okay, I could use that for myself as well. This is really really cool.
See, you could take that plastic and airbrush it with some clear, like some clear blue or
Yep.
something. It'll look good.
Yep. It would look really really good.
Mm.
Nice.
The only thing that I do not like is the color scheme, but like I said, it's just my personal thing. I am not into
Yep.
the original colors.
colors.
But
Yeah.
some people love it and they do not like
They love that
the
black.
purists, right?
Yeah,
Purists,
they love the black
all-
chest.
Purists. Yeah, but the thing is that I mean, like Gunpla, I mean, art is very subjective. Some people love it, some people don't.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Right,
It's all
so-
good.
Yeah, you gotta remember,
Please
this
do
is
not
just
get
our opinions. Yeah.
offended by the scores. If you get a low score from me, it's just my personal
Yeah.
feelings here.
Yeah, they're just opinions. No
I
disrespect.
mean, if this was just a straight snap build contest, this thing would take the cake. I mean, this is a beautiful snap-on build.
Exactly.
But that, you
Yeah,
know,
it would be a big kick.
he posed it really good too. I like his.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God, his
presentation
posting skills.
is also nice. So yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, your presentation, man, amazing posting skills, like for real. So good job, man. All right.
Thank you, sir. Next one.
We got
Alright.
contestant number 3.
We have MG 00XN Riser.
Yeah.
DNG 42777.
42777. So I got like when I first look at this, I was like, I did ask Jazz about this because like, Jazz, did he paint the kit? Because it kind of looked like original paint. And then Jazz is like, no, the original kit doesn't come with this red. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, then this is good. This is really
Yeah, I
good.
have that
This is-
one.
yeah.
This is
I have it
really
right.
good.
Yeah, I have it right here. It's blue. It's nice. I like the red a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
like this
so-
orangey red. Yeah.
It's like a crimson red, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Crimson,
red.
crimson maroon, maybe.
Yep,
Yeah.
true.
What
And then
what
the-
I think about this build is that it. I mean, the description says that it took much time to do
Yeah.
it, but the presentation, to be honest, is not showing this. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I just want to say that without a good presentation at the end, like you said that there are LED lights inside this kit, like.
Yeah, you said
there should be
7.
like a-
True.
there
Like I said
should be a
before.
dark picture with only the LEDs on, so we can like see it and experience your work.
I didn't. They had 7 LEDs. Wow, that's a lot.
Exactly.
It's like
So,
$35.
It's like what we've said. What I've said before on the show on previous episode is like you spend months and months, even weeks and months, so many hours with the
Yes.
kids, and then you take pictures in front of a PC. Come on, man.
With the green mat.
With the cutting mat. Don't do
Yeah,
that. Come on.
Hey, I do that sometimes.
Work in progress picture is different.
Oh, okay.
Work in progress pictures are fine, but if you really want to have a really good representation of your work, dude, it's like, for example, you spend all this time building a car, and then you just take a picture, like, I don't know about.
You take a picture of the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
where were you going with this? Where were you going with this? Put it on top of
No,
a
I was-
turntable? Like, what are you talking about?
But yeah,
Just
I
going.
was lost. I'm sorry, man. But come on, man. You guys get my point. I mean, like, do your Gundam justice. Do your artwork some justice.
Yep.
So you gotta improve the pictures, man. Because to be honest, if this is presented in a different picture,
You got a higher score.
probably take the
Look,
cake
I'm
as
gonna
well,
give my own
Probably,
opinion.
yeah, I also think it.
Yes, the pictures could have been better, but if I'm just talking about the coloring, I mean the painting and all that stuff, I love it. I mean, yes, next time better pictures if you want, but I mean, talking about craftsmanship and everything else, I like it. I mean, that's why I gave it a 42, man. I love this kit.
Yeah, I have that build and I built it, and I'm scared to
Yeah.
paint it because it's so many. This is so many parts. Yes.
So pointy and edgy.
Yep.
So there was a person in chat who's asking, what do you guys have against cutting mats?
Oh, we're
we
just
don't have any.
we're just talking smash.
There's nothing bad about
Go
cutting
away.
mats.
Okay. Let's be honest here. Cutting mats are not the most beautiful thing, and it shouldn't be a background as well. So, none.
We're just saying that when you have your
I
final.
think Matt is better than the computer.
Yeah.
That,
On the background.
yep. I
Oh,
agree.
man. Yeah, just basically
Alright.
when you have your final product, you should present it better, not on the cutting mat, because a cutting mat is just a cutting mat. It's not a backdrop. All right, thank you, sir, for your entry. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Sorry, it's a beautiful build.
Yeah, it's great.
Beautiful build.
It's great. All right,
Yeah.
our next build is HG Yeah. This
Eric Lewis. So basically, Eric Lewis, second time around, he submitted a very, very cool SD Zeta
yeah.
on our first episode.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is his second entry.
Because of that build, actually, I went and looked it up to see what it was. I was interested in it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hyaku Shinki.
Yeah. This
Which is
is
what
a
Bart is gonna build, right?
Right.
this is a
Oh.
beautiful cell shading. The coloring, it's very unique. It's different.
Right.
It's not something you normally see. I love it. I love everything about this kit. Hence the 46 out of 50. Um, it looks professional. I like the pictures. They're clean and to the point. They're showing every part of the build that we can see, especially the wings and all on the shields. You know, all that stuff. I love it. I love this kit. There's really nothing else to say. The shell shading is top notch.
Yep. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, obviously we have seen like these anime style painting before, but to be presented in this kind of way, and it just blew my mind. I mean, when I first looked at it again with our just like our previous winner, uh, all good defense. It's all good defense. Good all defense.
Good old defense.
Yeah, who did the mustard yellow as well. So I'm like, okay, dude, this is good.
It's a hard color to paint, man. That color is really hard to paint.
Yeah, it's a really hard color to paint. But the thing is that one thing I really wish that he could do better is the details, man. I mean, overall pictures they look really good, but when you zoom in a little bit bigger,
Just cleaner lines. Yeah, just cleaner lines.
yeah, just cleaner lines. That's it. Cleaner lines. If you want to go for anime style painting, make sure that the lines are top notch, really clean edges.
But man,
You know?
man, I can't even paint that. So top notch to you, bro.
But the thing is that in terms of creativity and originality, this is good. This is good.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bart never.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Bart. My
Bart, you have
bad.
Bart, you have something to say about this?
The only thing that I would say for this is that it's still the stock colors. Like you're written that normally people paint it like gold, and I agree that's the color of the Hyakushiki, right? But you still went with the stock one. Again, just my personal opinion. If it would, like for example, be red, I would be like in heaven, something like that. You don't see
That
it
kit will look good in red.
every day.
Yep.
Mm.
Right,
It's
very
not
nice.
saying that it looks bad. It's great.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. All right, next one. Ooh, one of my favorites. Diamese,
Batman.
Master Grade.
Animes. So
Now- I will say that I don't like weathering personally because I'm fancy. So I like my Gundams to be pretty. I don't like, because like, I don't know, like I'm a car nut. So like, I don't want to see a scratch on my car, like a little dent or rust on my car. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see my car pretty, glossy,
That's-
waxed. Yeah.
Right. Nice way of putting this. You're right.
Yeah, that's my personal opinion. But I do like Diamese though, so I like your kit.
In my,
okay,
my
how do you
opinion,
pronounce the name?
Dynamis.
Dynamis.
Dynam.
I don't know. We're all.
Dynamis. But for me, I do like, unlike Chris and other people, I do like to see weathered kits, especially when it's done correctly with the rust and things of the sort when it's battle damage and all. I like seeing that because it gives a realism to the fact that it's a robot not made to walk around and look pretty. It's a robot made to go around beating the shit out of other robots, right?
Yep.
So
It's a
in
robot
my
made
opinion,
for fashion show.
that's what I like, yeah. So, but to talk about this kit, the reason that I think that this is the lowest one I gave this week. It's still the same colors. I do feel the painting needs a little bit of more touch up. I do like the weathering on the feet. That I will say is my favorite part. But there was really nothing else to the kit other than the weathering. Even though I think it was well done at the feet.
It
I
looks
feel
old.
Like it looks old, but I feel like the white lines on the shields. To me, there's something going on there that could have been done a little bit better.
I do like how he painted the white lines instead of using the stickers, because those are supposed to be stickers, and so he painted it on instead of using the stickers. So I do like that a lot, actually.
Well, to be honest, I think that he could probably like use some guides, like maybe drawing some guides or probably mask it off.
Yeah, mask it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
could
I'm
easily
talking
mask
about.
that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you can have paint, no problem, but just mask it off on the side so they can like, really super clean edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, the whole kit is hand painted, and it looks good. Some parts would need maybe a little less dense paint, but still, when I first saw it, I thought it was airbrushed from just the pictures that are zoomed in show maybe some imperfections, but when I am looking at it from the pictures that are further away, I don't see that it was done with a hand brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That's a really good thing. That's a really good thing.
Yeah. I
So
think
you don't see brush strokes or anything. So I wonder how
No.
he did it. This to me as well.
You just use a big brush. You just you have to.
I will say that, I wish there was a different color scheme because I do like the Dynamis and I am planning to
love
buy
them.
it. I think it's a really great kit to customize. But in my mind, I see it a different color. I don't really. I told Chris many times over that I don't like the green. I don't like the green on the.
How do you
Dynamis.
not like this green? It's so pretty. It's like
No,
it's like an M&M.
I don't like it. I mean, to me, it's a sniper. All right, that's his. For one, it's a sniper. That's his main gun.
Yeah, it needs to be dark.
I don't see a green sniper. Like, look at me. I'm the super green anime color.
What if he's a jungle sniper?
he's a grass sniper.
Yeah, dude. He's like in the fields.
Dude.
I'd go with
Dude,
a different kind of
5
style.
meter grass.
Or what if he's a forest sniper? Like he's in the tree,
Hey, forest
Exactly.
forest is not just green. Okay, forest can also be brown, different colors.
Okay.
Okay, you win.
All right. Anyways,
Okay.
good job, man. Good job.
Good job. Thank you so much.
All right,
All right.
next. Who do we have? Moo Woo Yad, Gundam Zero Wing EW, completely white scheme.
This thing looks like an angel.
Yeah, it's
like,
angelic.
falling on you, exactly. And the wings are really, really great as well. I really like the color scheme where it's all white, a little bit of gray, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit of silver and gold. Looks really, really expensive though. That's the
Okay.
thing that I really like.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with those three: white, silver, and
Looks
gold.
chic.
Yeah, you can't go
Got that
around with
Gucci
it.
look. It's got that Gucci look on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the gold
exactly.
accents.
Exactly.
It's fancy.
Exactly.
Gucci, if you're out there,
Gucci, right.
sponsor us, please. But yeah,
And according to his description, like this is the first custom paint did in his life. You know how
Good job,
big
man.
that is?
Congratulations, you made it. First one's
You
the
know how big
hardest.
that is? Exactly. So the last time he built a Gunpla, did not even paint it, built a Gunpla was like 20 years ago. And then after he watched the video from Ray Studio, which
That
is
video's good.
my idol as well, which is my idol as well. He said he started to fall in love with this hobby again. So I'm glad that like the content creators really inspires you to start picking up the hobby again. And you have talent, sir. So if you work on a Gunpla kit 20 years ago and continue to this day, probably you'll be better than everybody was. Because given that this is your first painted kit, oh my god,
Yeah, it's really hard to paint gold too. Gold's not easy to paint.
gold. Yeah, you gotta get the primer right.
Yep.
So
And the
don't
base
joke
color
with that.
too. If you want a bright gold, dark gold.
all right, Bart. How about you, man?
For me, it only lacks more dynamic poses on the presentation. You said already everything. I think some of the craftsmanship is lost in the presentation. Again, it's just casually standing with no
Okay.
wings.
Yeah, it didn't need to be
open.
like.
I just see wasted potential here.
Yeah,
In,
I mean
in that manner.
my Zero Gundam, the wing over there. I have it and I have the wing spread.
Yeah,
above it
you have to
already.
have them spread.
That's why it's got those wings,
You have-
right?
Right.
Or do that one pose where he's all in the ball. But
No, I don't like
Yeah.
that pose.
wait, it's
I
either or
just
do the
like-
ball
just
or
like it to be
all the
like-
way up. Yeah,
Yeah.
we look like cheerleaders over here.
All right, very nice job, man. Very nice job. Let's keep going on to the next one. We have Panic at the Costco.
I like that
I
name.
like this.
I
guy.
love that name, dude. Panic at the Costco, Panic at the Disco. I'm liking this guy. All right, so
Exactly.
building
Current events.
HD Gundam Moon.
Yeah. Actually, Gundam Moon is one of the Gundams I would really get, but they don't have a master grade taken.
No,
No, it's only HG.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
why
actually
I haven't
it's a
gotten
really good HG though. That's
Yeah, it is because it looks kind of like a real grade.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, it really
Bart's
does.
over there going, nah. master grade.
Master guy. I feel you
Yeah,
on that though.
but I like the red because it's not originally red, right? From what I remember.
I thought it was more
Yeah,
pinkish.
it's purple.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, purple. Okay.
I mean, he says the colors are Tamiya's basic red gloss and a mixed white with one small part Tamiya black semi-gloss mixed with Tamiya white gloss. A lot of Tamiya there. So says I initially wanted to scratch build a crescent moon shaped beam weapon for this, but I can't find clear plastic sheets, so I settled for just the stock weaponry it has right now. Either way, man, I think it's a great build. I do wish there was a little bit more of different colors, but speaking because I do like the color, maybe more details. I do want more details. I feel like this is a kit that would benefit from a lot more panel lining or adding just plastic onto it, because those big blood moon, on the back, the wings kind of, it would probably look better with a little bit more detail. But all in all, it's a great build. Love it.
Like, what's your take on this, Chris? You have the moon, right?
I like it. I just wish he did the panel lining a little bit cleaner. But that's my only critique only. But I don't know, maybe too much red, man. But I don't know. Bart likes red, so you can't get.
Yeah,
Bart.
but I have a like I want to do at least always at least 3 colors or more. Like here I have 2. I see 2 with my eyes, like red and white.
Yeah, frame color doesn't count. Yeah, frame color don't count.
I mean, even just a little bit of shading on the red, just change some of the red that's on there. But yeah, overall very nice job.
But
Thank you,
it's
sir.
a great custom, right? Great custom process.
Very nice, man. Sorry we're kind of rushing this, but we're kind of taking a while
Yeah, we're a little
on these guys again.
Yeah, we're a little behind.
Ooh, damn, this next one. Oh my god, man. I love this. Bart, could you please present this guy? Just do me the favor, please.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay,
So it's the samurai.
All right. The what was it? The Astra, right? Sengoku,
Yes.
yeah, Astra. For me, the idea and the colors are superb. I like it. Like we don't have the picture here, but I saw that it's also with a diorama, a part of a diorama.
Oh yeah.
So when I saw this, like this Japanese style tower or a building and a landscape, like totally great. And samurai vibes. I am a fool for samurais. I love them, and the samurai Gundams, just adore them. For me, it looks good. The only thing that this thing lacks is small details.
All right.
Just
a little bit more color separation.
Yep.
I mean, I love it. And this guy's from Mexico, so shout out to him, right? Espero que te encuentres bien. Muchas gracias por meter tu... la verdad estuvo súper padre this build. O sea, la verdad que el color y lo demás, la forma en que tomaste las fotos, súper chingón. Entonces, te mando saludos y de mi parte fue un 47.5 de casi un 50. So, very, very great, man. Very great.
Mucho bueno.
For those who don't understand,
flexing the language.
Hand sign for you guys, just in case.
I needed to do it, man. He messages like, I'm in Mexico City. I'm like, dude, I'm from Mexico too, so.
You gotta represent, man. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Yeah, that samurai is beautiful. Yeah.
So one thing, like a disclaimer that I have, and he sent us a lot of pictures of his dioramas, and all of the judges and all of the hosts have seen it. But the things that we don't really include it in, because it wouldn't be fair to all of the rest of the contestants, because we were not doing a full-on battle with the diorama scenes and everything. So we include only the kit itself and not the diorama. So
yeah,
okay,
that's what happened.
Yeah, just hang in there, guys. We got 2 more contestants.
All right, so the next one, I think Bart should also be the one who introduces this one, because it's obviously
his favorite.
Barbatos, yeah.
It's the high grade Barbatos. Let's see.
Next
Barbatos.
The Barbatos, right? The problem with for me again would be the stock colors, right? But in the other aspects, looks good, looks great. You can't go wrong with a Barbatos. To be honest, I didn't see any bad Barbatos, and this one is a good example how you can do it.
Yeah, because I mean, originally, I will say I should share the fact that he sent this in and it was just the regular snap-on build. But but then I told he sent it again, but he had weathered it this time, which is the pictures that we have on here. You can see the weathering on it. I think it's done right. If you want to do something simple, if you don't want to paint the whole thing again, this is what we were saying, that
Yeah,
it
light
has to be
weather is good.
customized.
Yeah, light weather is
Light
good.
weathering like this, you
It's
can
good.
tell it's different. Even on the weapons, I do like that. I do wish there was a little bit more of customization done to it, but overall, I think it's really
True.
nice.
Yeah, just more.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Probably it's because of the time limit and stuff like that. He was just rushing for this build of the week or build of the month thing. But all I can say is, like, guys, if you guys have anything that is progress, do not rush your work because of this competition or anything. Don't do this. It's not worth it. So because we have
Wait next
every
week.
single
Yeah,
so
wait next week if you have to.
Yeah,
just
if you
keep
need to
on
take more
waiting.
time, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. Because you want to be at your best when you submit for things. Right?
All right, guys.
And also, we're only here to help you guys too, so don't think we're trying to beat you guys up. If you have any questions, ask us. We'll answer. Yeah, we'll answer any questions you have. We're here to help.
True.
Yep.
Yep, I agree.
Don't take this anyway negative.
Yes.
All right, next build we have the HD Shining Break from Whitehead Tom.
Right.
So, he's from Italy. This is his first kit he's ever painted. And also first time using an airbrush. Congratulations, it's a big step.
Very
Jess
nice.
can tell you how he feels, right?
It's a custom color, so that's big props.
That's the thing that counts.
Yeah, I like the green. Always like green.
I like, man, I'm not liking the green on the Gundams myself, but I do feel it works on this case with the background and some of these pictures. He has the grass behind him.
Yep.
I think that looks.
That's a really clever thing.
The anime movies, some of them are green too. The lettering, so it kind of matches.
Yeah, so this is really nice in that sense. I'm not a big fan of green, but I do like it. So I do wish there was a little bit more details. It does look a little plain on the torso and the head.
Yeah, he didn't use any stickers or decals. He should at least put some.
Missing panel lining.
Yeah, that too.
It's missing panel lining and a little bit of darker, to bring out those details. But overall, I think it's a nice build.
Some more,
Nice.
more.
It's a build with a lot of potential if you carry it forward. Probably he's a lot more better now, just that you have revised this kit. So if you can revise this kit, go back and.
No. This is his first one. He has to leave it. He has to leave it and go to the next kit. That way he can,
Go
look
to
back.
the next kit, man, and then submit it again.
Yeah, that way he can look back on this and see his progression. See how he knows.
Yep. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Bart?
The custom colors sells it for me. Like, if you want to try, if you are doing it like the first time, and I also did it on my first try. I went for a custom colors. It just adds so much flavor and so much personal touch to the build, because it's your vision and it's being brought to real life. So for me, it's much better when you do it that way.
Then when you're done, you sit back and you look at it and you're like, yeah, that was my idea. Then
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Chris do it all the time. They were bringing it everywhere.
Yeah.
non-stop.
I just want to say something real quick. Uberweb is from he entered his Barbatos. He's asking. He said, "All right, thanks for the advice. I was kind of scared because it was the first time, but what can I add on my list to make it better? And we put here, try custom colors. You can also try scribing. There is a way to scribe without buying a scribing tool that I will be telling you guys about next week, hopefully. But there are a lot of things that you can do to it to try different. The weathering could also be done a little bit better on the top. There's a lot of things that you can do. But
Just one
overall,
step, one step at a time.
one step at a time, man. You're gonna get it.
but-
I mean, you're already done more than I have.
Effort. Just keep putting in your effort, and the rest will come into play.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
but the
so
thing is that
oh, go
I
ahead.
gotta say, one thing I gotta say, in the world of customizing, there's no the best. There's nothing like the best.
Yeah, there's no wrong
only
customizing.
There's only better. There's no the best. Okay. There's only better. There's no the best. Okay.
All righty, so
All right,
let's go ahead. Yeah. You want to announce it?
Want to
Yeah.
do the honors and tell us who?
Who's the winner? I'll give you a drum roll.
Yes.
Yep.
A girl with a Gunpla. Congratulations.
Good, guys.
Gunpla.
Thank you
Oh,
for
we were
helping
blown
me
away.
there.
The guys
Sorry,
were-
I forgot your name.
It'll pop up in a
Girl
second.
with Gunpla.
It's a girl with
A girl.
Yeah, girl.
Very nice.
Oh, girl
This
with
is-
Gunpla, yeah.
Amazing build. So, guys,
Amazing build.
go check out her page on Instagram. She has a lot of other builds on there. She does really good stuff. So again, thanks for submitting. Like I'm telling you, the guys are blown away. Guys, keep submitting your pictures. Remember to customize. We will be checking them out for next week. And
Alright.
so yeah, so thank you very much for that.
So
Congratulations.
When you're, yeah, congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Big round of applause. All right, so we do have one more week before we go for. Next week we'll be doing the entire featured build of the month. So we do have one last week for submission for the month of March, and then
Top 3.
we'll be doing the featured build of the month.
Yeah.
So we'll be picking out the number 1 build of the month to be featured.
So you get
on
your
the
free
website,
RG.
Yeah, and you'll get your free RG RX-78 too. So, oh yeah.
All right, so very nice. And Samurai Adler, you were very close, man. Just let you know.
Like, dude,
You're-
was it 0.7? Was it? He lost?
Yeah, 0.7.
Yeah.
It was 0.7 points away.
Dude, come
I
on.
mean, don't that. I mean, still, you're. If they
Yeah,
were going-
the Samurai
job.
was. I love the Samurai one. That was beautiful.
Yeah. All right,
Like,
guys.
you know what? Like if you work on it a little bit more, can he submit again, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean,
As long as you
you
don't
can-
win,
you
you can submit every week. As long as you don't
can
win that
sub-
week, you
yeah.
can submit.
now
Yeah.
submit another build, right? We did say don't submit the same build twice.
Yeah, give us something
And
new,
you can
baby.
only, and you
Give
can
us
only
something
submit
new.
again if you haven't before. So
Yeah.
in this case, we're looking forward to seeing what else you can do, man.
Yeah. I just want to say special thanks to Bart, man. Thank you so much, bro, for coming out, man.
Oh,
I really
you're
appreciate it, man.
welcome.
You've been
Thank
sitting
you
here
very
with us for hours, man. I really appreciate it, man. Like,
Yeah, man. He's in
like-
Poland right now. What time is it over there right now?
like 1 o'clock, right?
It's 2 a.m.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Almost 3 a.m.
Yeah,
But
man.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I had a nap in the day, especially for the podcast.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for being
thank
a
you
part
so
of it.
much, man. Thank you so
I
much.
feel honored. Thank you very much. Thank
the
you, all
first
the viewers.
special
Thank you.
guest, guys. Yes, go check out his page
Thank you.
on Instagram. Great work and inspiration. Even though he says don't look for him to inspiration, right?
Yeah, look
Do
to
something
yourself.
unique.
Look to yourself.
But go check him out. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for tuning in. Next week we'll have different things in store for you. We have 2 special guests for next week, so stay tuned for that. And I just want to say real quick, without bringing all the bad news back, stay safe out there right now with the whole COVID-19. Stay home. Be mindful of everybody around you. All of us can put a part in to help this disease this virus not spread as much as it has already. So
Just stay home and build.
Don't
Stay
go
home
to
and build. Just stay home and build.
Stay home and build. Don't go to any spring break parties or anything, please. Come on, don't be reckless.
Yes.
Don't be reckless.
all right,
All right,
guys.
don't catch the Rona.
Rona, stay away.
Rona.
All right, everybody.
guys.
God bless.
All right, guys.
All right.
See ya.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Peace.